What is the reality of the punishment in the...
You see, the word grave or Qabar used in this context must be understood first, then you will understand the meaning of Azab al-Qabr. Qabr here speaks of a period of time, not the grave we know as the physical grave. A period of time which elapses between our death and resurrection at the time of Qiyamah. Now, the period between them is a very, very long period. During that period, the soul which is delivered will begin to evolve. And for the evolution, you require a very long period. So it will evolve, and during its evolution, those who are born with certain congenital defects, like children, sometimes they're born in a state, in an unhealthy state, because in the uterus of their mother, in the wombs, they were diseased already. So when they were delivered, they didn't know what they were suffering from much. But as they grow, many times it happens that they grow with greater consciousness of their suffering, their faults, their disadvantages, etc., etc. And the more they realize it, more they suffer. So this period of development of soul, before the last day, before the call when the bugle will be sounded, that is the period which is called Qabr. So, although the real punishment would come later on, which will be announced on the Day of Judgment, but because their development would be defective because of their sins and their ill effect on the soul, so they will continuously suffer. This is Azab al-Qabr, from which Allah wants us to come to His refuge and seek forgiveness from Him and beg Him that He should save us from this azab. Which means our soul should develop healthily. Instead of Azab al-Qabr, we should have a taste of heaven. And this too is proved from the sayings of Hadhrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He didn't speak only of Azab al-Qabr, he spoke also of the healthy breezes flowing from heaven, from the gardens of heaven, to the graves of some people who are pious people. So he said, two windows are opened in the grave. One is from the hell for some people, and the other is from the heaven for other people. So it's not just Azab al-Qabr, it's also the prayer of developing healthily for the soul. That prayer is also available. This is also called Alam al-Barzakh.